Rolling.
Queen City Sessions, 218, Scene 2. Take 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What if this is the code that the world runs on, and we've all grown old and our friends are gone? Are we searching for the things that make us all feel young? Are we chasing stars? Is it all a lost cause? No, no, there's more life in the night. Take her hand, squeeze it tight, say a prayer, say goodnight. Try again in the morning light. Stick a memory in his skull, 'cause he wants to feel alive. She wants to be happy, they just have to find the time. Spent the best days of our lives just trying to survive, but it's fine as long as the moon's in the sky and there's a chance we'll be free. 'Cause I really feel you, and you really feel me. If it's the life we have, it can be ours. It's how we move, it's how we grow. Where we'll end, only time will show. We'll get there. Oh my God, I wanna get there. Oh my God, I wanna get there. Oh my God, I wanna get there.
Awesome. So you both then play in jazz. Is that like, what are your major influences music wise? So you're both obviously very technical in the way that you play. So like, what in the past like kinds of genres have you enjoyed playing, and like musical influence, stuff like that?
Oh boy. We both listen to like just so much stuff, so it's kind of hard to like look at something and be like, oh, there's an influence. But a few that I can tell you like for sure are James Blake. If you don't know who that is, he's like this electronic music guy, but it's not like EDM electronic music. It's like really soulful, almost R&B, experimental electronic music. And he like production-wise is a major influence on me because he's just like he has all these ideas and he just makes them happen through his computer. I'm like, how'd you do that?
Yeah.
So like, I really admire a lot of his sounds. There's a band called From Indian Lakes. They're like an indie rock band, and I've been a fan of them ever since like their very first project, and now they're like pretty big. And a lot of their like harmonically their chords and stuff like that, I take a lot of that because I really like there's a lush sound to a few of the chords that I enjoy. Yeah, Josiah, what are your influences?
I don't know, man.
There's a band that you like.
Yeah, there's a band I like a bit. They're called the 1975.
They're great.
Yeah, I love them a lot. But that whole vibe that they give off too. So I'm influenced by like 80s stuff as well. So like the Police and
Kind of that Talking Heads kind of.
yeah, for sure. And then just the whole like indie scene. I was really inspired by a band called Two Door Cinema Club. Initially,
love them.
yeah, when I first started like picking up instruments and stuff, I started listening to them. And just that kind of like upbeat, kind of happy sound that they had. I don't know. It was like inspiring to me and stuff. And James Blake is just another phenomenal artist that like I can look to from like a production side. Because I mean, again, we're both recording and tech majors, and so just like sitting there and listening to that and like admiring like what he's able to do in like a studio or like from a laptop, it's just like remarkable.
When they took me, I screamed, but I didn't hear anything. I can't find my body, but I know they have my heart. I saw them all, and I can't blame anybody but me. I ran to the depths of the sea. Oh, on the table I bleed, but I never feel anything. The entity surrounds me, they're cutting me apart. In my right arm, they're draining all my ability. They smile as they take it from me. Oh, the light through the dark was a sight to behold, but the pull to the floor was too strong for these bones. The kind of emotion that I knew from before was spilled from my wings. I don't feel anymore. The kind of emotion that I knew from before was spilled from my wings. I don't feel anymore.
Sufjan Stevens' Carrie and Lowell was a major album production-wise for me because, like, he has a huge discography already, but his most recent project, I guess not his most recent anymore, but there are some production decisions he made that were so, they just like perked my ear up, and I was like, that doesn't sound like it's an acoustic guitar, but how do you make it sound like that? Yeah. Or like, that's obviously layered voices, but how do you make it sound like that? There were some points before then where I knew I wanted to like record my own music and stuff. But then I listened to the album. That was a huge turning point for me of being like, once I started figuring out how he did that stuff, I was like, I could do this. Like, this is like production. I don't know if I'd go so far to say as like it's the majority of how music is made, but like to have music, you have to have production. Sure. And like for so many artists, production is like, I mean, without production, like a lot of songs are going to sound the same, just like a chord progression on a guitar. And production is like what makes the artist and what makes the album. So when I realized that, I was like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah. I think for me, ever since I was like back in middle school, I had like a little iPod Touch with like GarageBand on it, and I'd like make these beats and stuff, and like friends would be like, "Whoa, that's so dope, dude!" And then like that was just like a hobby of mine that like I was like I wouldn't mind doing this one day or something like this. The thing that kind of solidified it for me, my junior year, I went to a 1975 concert live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and at this time they weren't any particular like my favorite band or anything, but I went and the production value was so high. And the sound was so good for like what was actually going on. I thought like after the show, like if that is able to like move me to tears, like not just like sitting like in a room with like my headphones in, but like being live and like watching these musicians play, like whoever's in the back, like making them sound like that, that's what I want to do. Like I want to make other musicians like sound good like that. And I don't know, I developed a passion for that, so.
Whore at home, we sang in our heads on a wiry stone. We pretend we're dead. I count on our fingers all of our friends, 'cause he likes it cold and he can't understand the warmth of what you said. The people tonight it ends. We're packing our things, we're making our beds. Forget all the paper, forget all the pride. We just wanna make the most of our lives. I just wanna have the happiest cry. I can feel everything all of the time. I think I'm human, something less. Give it a few more days at best. Yeah, give it a few more days at best. Yeah, we can be people if we want. Yeah, we can be people if we want. We can be people if we want. Yeah, we can be people if we want. Strung out, dry mouth, cold showers to wake up, rolls off the syringe, hold back my own head.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like down below and subscribe. It's free for you guys and it means a lot to us. Also, make sure to leave a comment down below and tell us who you want to see next. We'll see you guys in the next one.